Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am making this delicious apple crisp dessert. So I'm starting off by just peeling my apples. Usually I do about 6 to 8 apples, just depending on the size. You can definitely add more or less if you depending on how many apples you want per bite. And so I'm just peeling these all, and I'm going to core them and then slice them into bite-sized pieces and put them in a dish here. I realized I grabbed the wrong size dish. This is an 8x8 currently, and you'll see me in a moment put it into a 9x13. I'm not super picky about getting all of the skin 100% off, so you'll see I have just little pieces here and there. Not a big deal. If anything, it might add just a little bit of texture. So now that we've got that transferred into the right size dish, just make sure to turn your oven on to 350 so it can start preheating. So next I'm adding 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can really use any sweetener of your choice. And also 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And we're just going to get this well mixed all together. And now in a separate bowl, I am going to add in 1 cup of brown sugar. My brown sugar was starting to get a little bit hard, so I actually had to break it up a little bit, but it was still soft enough to mix into the strudel portion of this dish. So after I finally get my brown sugar in this bowl, I'm going to be adding in 3/4 cup of oats and also 3/4 cup of almond flour. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And lastly, I have 1 stick of butter. You don't have to let this sit out and soften. You can just pull it straight out from the fridge. I think it actually works better if it's more cold. Mine was already starting to get a little bit soft just from having it sitting on the counter. But you're just going to want to slice this. There's not really a particular measurement on how to slice this. Just thin enough that you can kind of crumble it and not have just a big chunk of butter. Now you'll definitely want to use your hands to mix the strudel, just because there's a lot of chunks in there and you want it to be chunky. Just get it all nice and incorporated. You'll get little bits of butter. I had little bits of brown sugar, so just want to get it all well mixed so you don't have a giant chunk of brown sugar or a giant chunk of butter when you take a bite of your strudel. Now once you have this very crumbly mixed texture, you're going to go ahead and just mix it all on top of your apples, just nice and evenly coated. There's not really a specific way to do it. You just want it to be well divided. And I'm going to put this into my preheated oven for 40 minutes. And when it's done, it's gonna just look like this beautiful golden delicious dessert. I personally like to eat this cold, but I know my husband likes it warmed up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I'll see you guys next week.